I hate to say this, but these aerial pictures I'm getting here are fucking shite, mate. It's like it's almost like we're sea level. Like,
yeah, is it my imagination, or are we not fucking flying?
yeah.
So we're on a penguin trip today. We're off to our Rockfield Studios in Monmouthshire, and more importantly the pubs in Monmouth associated with Rockfield Studios, and some of the Jolly Jameson shenanigans that the artists who recorded they got up to. So the beauty of this is it's a beautiful sunny day. We should be flying. We can't, because we can't get access to the aircraft. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but for reasons I can't go into, so I might just explode with frustration. But anyway, we're grounded, so we're off to Monmouth. We're going to see there's 4 or 5 pubs in the high street, each of which has got a little tale to tell about some of the famous musicians who drank in there. We're going to stop outside Rockfield and take a look at that as well.
So sometimes with FlightPub we talk about history being in FlightPub's DNA, and when you're thinking of history, one shouldn't be too snobby, because history's not all about sort of King Herbert III and, you know, stuff, the Battle of fucking Plumpton Field and things, you know. There's also modern history and cultural history, and today we're dipping into the popular culture of popular music.
But it just happens to be fortunate that some of the best, coolest acts in the world recorded at this place. So we're going to get into that a little bit later on.
Righty dokey. Where are we, Mr. Johns?
We are at the world famous Rockfield Studios, just outside Monmouth.
What's so famous about it?
This has got a particular place in music history. So just listen to this. The Nolans, the Dooleys, Sonia, Barbara Streisand,
who's
Barbara Cartland, not Barbara Cartland, Barbara Dixon, Sailor. These are just some of the shite groups and artists that have never ever been anywhere near here.
Hey, rewind. Did you just say Sailor? Fuck off.
Is it something you want to tell me? We'll
talk about of champagne later.
We'll talk about that later. However, the list of artists who have recorded here, you'll know, just goes on and on and on. Queen recorded Bohemian Rhapsody right here. Oasis, Iggy Pop, Rush, Black Sabbath. I could go on and on and on. The list is endless. Each of which, and a load of others, used to go and have a pint, obviously, while they were recording. And after a few beers, you can imagine there was a few shenanigans. And that's really what we're here to find out about. So we're going to pop into Monmouth now and hear the stories.
Did you say Bohemian Rhapsody's done,
I did say Bohemian Rhapsody was recorded. They had a long history here, and they recorded at the time. It was called Freddie's Thing. They didn't even have a name for it, and he was sort of noodling away, doing his own thing, and the end result was Bohemian Rhapsody. This week voted #1 rock song of all time by Planet Rock listeners. Yeah, that's probably the most famous song here. But yeah, Ozzy Osbourne. Can you imagine Ozzy Osbourne in this countryside and then being let loose in town? That just can't end well, would it? But I think you'll be quite surprised.
Hey.
Okay, this is a warning to viewers of a nervous disposition. You might want to look away because Pete's just put something on which I'm not sure the nation's ready for. What the hell is that?
It's cold, man. It's January.
You know, I'm not even going to ask. So you were just telling me where you bought that monstrosity.
What? My hat?
Where did you say you bought it?
Uzbekistan.
Uzbekistan.
Pop quiz?
Yeah.
What is that river called?
The Mon?
Close. I'm going to give you that. It's
Go
the
on.
Mono.
The Mono. Okay.
And it's going off to join the River Wye very closely.
Gotcha. Okay.
And behind us, that is a medieval gated bridge. The only one of its type remaining in Britain.
You're joking.
Yeah. So, showing that we've got a bit of a Rule 2 failure here, but I'm not having the blame for this one because Gav.
Yeah, no, I'm going to defend. Normally, I'll drop him in the shit at a moment's notice for the Rule 2 failures. So we're outside the Robin Hood, right? And back in the 70s, this was basically the annex to Rockfield Studios, and it was the first port of call, as you've just seen, as you come over the bridge, which is over there. it's the first pub you bump into. And there's some anecdotes we found about Queen and Black Sabbath in particular coming here. Apparently Freddie Mercury used to come here regularly when they were recording Bohemian Rhapsody. He used to go in the RVs and tinkle along, and they used to tell him to shut up, basically. And also there's stories about Black Sabbath being politely escorted, was the words I read online, off the premises. Not for being rowdy, just for being quite menacing and sullen and dark. And apparently the more they dragged and sat in the corner, the more sullen and dark and menacing they became. So whether they were asked to leave. Yeah, it's a Rule 2 failure. So we're not quite sure.
It looks shut.
It looks proper shut. So whether it's been renovated, it's hard to say.
There's another quite famous name with a link to Monmouth. Can you guess?
Didn't know there was anybody else, to be honest, but go on then. No.
Naval guy like you?
Monmouth. I'm sure I'm going straight for Nelson, but.
And you were right first time. It's a bit tenuous, really. He bloody visited, and I think his mistress
visited a naval town. Oh, okay.
So Nelson came here once.
So he came here on a day out. We're outside the King's Head.
Now this is the only one that features in the camera good beer guide,
which is surprising, really.
Yeah. And it's the spoons.
Famously, Queen used to drink here, and Rush used to drink here as well. The band Rush, who are Canadian, apparently locals loved them. They were curious, they bought rounds, they were very inquisitive, quite nerdy, quote unquote, somebody said. And
did they say they were boring?
Somebody said a
bit like their music.
Boring Canadians. I'm just getting a little bit of a shot. So this is the King's Head in Monmouth. Peter? We are the King's Head in Monmouth.
And we found out now it's named after King Charles I. It's a 17th century coaching inn. The portrait, I don't know if you can see it behind us, that dates from the 1670s. And it's probably meant to be King Charles when he was here in the 1640s.
Not a very good likeness. So for all its municipal history, I bet they never realised that then they're going to end up with Queen in here, and Rush, and Black Sabbath.
Back to the pop music.
Back to the pop music.
Well, go back to the lake.
Yeah. So, they didn't foresee that at the time. But all that aside, it is lovely. It's a Wetherspoons pub, fantastic value.
I'm on a Jaipur, 5.9%, and it's about £2.34.
Bargain. And I'm on a cup of tea. And they do endless tea in the spoons, obviously, so many cups of tea as I like. So it's a big old place.
Real nice place.
This is
one of the. I gotta be honest, I know a lot of people are snobby about spoons. I got a bit of time for them.
I've come round. I'm a bit.
Value. They rescue old buildings, and this is obviously an old hotel and has been for a couple of 100 years. And good on them. It's quite well blessed with pubs, actually, Monmouth. It's just camera don't rate any of them. This
they're not very good.
This is in last year's Good Pub Guide. It's not in this year's Good Pub Guide. It's been relegated for some reason, but I think it's a nice joint.
Yeah, it's lovely. We don't know about ghost stories. Obviously, Saturday afternoon we're not going to find out.
Ghost stories.
Bound to have a ghost story. Yes, there was a fire here, and Ozzy Osbourne's great-great-great-grandfather died in the fire, which scarred the family for life, which is why he's a bit bonkers further down the line. So that's why you've got this place to thank for the Black Sabbath heritage. There you go. So behind me, as you can see, is the King's Head, and just to give you an idea of distance, it's about a 50-yard walk then to the Punch House, which is right behind me there, so not far at all. This is the Mr. Rolls of Rolls-Royce fame, and the statue's been erected as a tribute to his achievements in the world of motoring, which goes without saying, and aviation from a FlightPub point of view.
FlightPub.
So apparently he was the first man to fly across the English Channel and back without landing, and unfortunately died in an aviation accident in 1910.
Skip over that bit.
Yeah, we'll skip over that bit, but yeah, there we go. I was not aware.
This is the Punch House in Monmouth, famous as the birthplace of Punch and Judy.
It does have a bit of a music link. Apparently this was preferred by bands recording at Rockfield Studios during the 90s, the Britpop era, notably the Charlatans, and also particularly Oasis. Anyway, so there was a night in the bar here, and everybody's having a drink, and Liam comes in and has a few drinks and gets loud, and then a few more drinks, gets really loud and starts shouting and starts singing, and the landlord asked him to leave, and he came out with the classic do you know who I am? At which point the landlord threw him out. Apparently to cheers and applause from all the rest.
So it used to be part of Old Monmouth Town jail. So it's apparently haunted by
Brilliant.
the head jailer by the name of John.
Oh, right.
Who currently still holds the top floor.
Okay.
There's certain areas of
Do we
the
know
top
how John
floor.
died?
He was hung, but he also made a fellow work colleague hang himself as well upstairs.
Bloody hell.
Yeah. So this picture here,
Yeah.
these two youngsters
Yeah.
died in a fire here, going back in the early 19th century. And this little one here, William,
Yeah.
holds the ladies' toilets.
This is probably the best ghost story I've heard for a long time. It's fantastic.
And we've also got a lady that just floats about in white. That you just see her going
Fan.
through.
Have you experienced anything yourself?
The lady I have in white.
really?
And John upstairs because he doesn't like women at all.
Because I didn't like anybody who was under
Yeah.
it.
And my dog.
He sounds alright,
will go
Charmer.
nowhere near where he's apparently hung himself.
Bloody hell. That's brilliant. Thank you ever so much. This just
I'll
gets
let
better.
you-
Sorry, yeah. So apparently,
There's a male ghost in our beer cellar, and he doesn't like me at all. So if I don't go downstairs and greet him before I change the ale barrels explode. I went downstairs before the end of my shift last night. Changed the ale barrels, and the whole thing
Didn't greet him?
exploded. No.
so how do you greet him? What do you say?
Hello.
Just say hi.
And if
he's
your
all right.
ale barrels explode, you can imagine it's a 4-letter word.
Here we are inside.
Yeah, on the quiet
Sorry.
corner of the Punch House in Monmouth. Nice place.
Beautiful place. Very nice. Very old.
Got a bit of age to it, which I didn't realise. Apparently it used to be the jail here. Cracking welcome.
A couple of minutes from Tash in the bar, and she told us some fantastic ghost stories, and not just historical ghost stories, her own personal encounter with one or two of the ghosts that live here. One is
Some of them
recent.
not
It's
very
last
friendly.
night, yeah. None of them seem very friendly, to be honest.
And I've got a Buddy Bach, and I've just found out it was their 40th anniversary in 2025. 1985 to 2025.
We did not know that. I'm technically on beer. This is ginger beer. So, but hey,
Gav the driver.
But yeah, so the Punch House in
Sucks being
Monmouth.
Gav.
And another bit of a find, I think. But yeah, Saturday afternoons. We've said this before. Really don't get much time to speak to people, so we should come back midweek. Just had another quick chat with Tash, who
Fabulous, indefatigable
she's
Tash,
just
isn't
a
it?
mind of information about the Britpop and the music. Yeah, Liam Gallagher definitely got chucked out of here. And apparently, there's a mention in Supersonic, the film about Oasis, about 45 minutes in, where he talks about he used to come in here to buy his drink and his drugs, unfortunately. Paolo Nutini lives not far away, apparently pops in quite regularly.
Lead guitarist of Stone
Lead
Roses.
guitarist in Stone Roses,
Well, I've forgotten already.
and writes songs for Ian Brown, and has played with Simply Red.
But he performed here last week.
Performed you on Thursday. I'll have to look
Was she in
at
this
his name.
pub?
So sorry we forgot his name, but I'll look that up. But yeah, so they still get the artists popping down. So the culture carries on, which is great.
Whatever happened to all of the heroes, all the Shakespeareos? They watch their own burn. Whatever happened to the heroes? Whatever happened to the heroes?
So under the list of famous people from Monmouth, we have one William Allen, who was awarded the Victoria Cross for his actions at the Battle of Rorke's Drift. The famous Zulu film. And he's buried in Monmouth Cemetery.
Zulu, sir. Thousands of them. So here we are again, Monmouth, outside the Queen's Head Inn.
With
And
another Rule 2 failure.
As you can see, this is a very big Rule 2 failure. Not only is it shut, it looks like it's permanently closed, which is a shame.
Oh, so I was the wrong bloody way there.
Any time today, Peter. But yeah, there's a bit of rock history to this one as well. So, notably, Iggy Pop and Robert Plant. Apparently, Iggy Pop used to come in here, like have a drink and sit in the corner. And the reports were nothing wrong with him. Unsettling aura, quote unquote, about Iggy Pop. Robert Plant, on the other hand, was very chatty, very engaged with the locals.
I love Robert Plant.
In fact, he was just so normal, people didn't realise who he was until after he'd left.
It looks proper closed.
It looks permanently closed,
I've
which
got
is a shame.
funny feeling, and I can't confirm this, but I've got a funny feeling it's a very old place and it's got a leather ceiling. Yes,
Ah.
you did hear that right.
You mentioned this on the way in,
Yeah,
the leather
yeah.
ceiling. So we'll double check that, but yeah, that would have been historically interesting. But there you
Yeah.
go. watching this, this is just a really, really old pub. It's just a shame that it's gone. You know, so go back.
One might say,
Ready for this?
another one bites the dust.
This is special.
Oh, mate!
What do we think, mate?
Oh, picturesque or what?
Fantastic, isn't it? So,
I love
after a
it.
fairly traumatic drive down the lanes in the winter, I mean, lanes is put it too politely.
Well, it's a
dirt track.
giant mountain, I think is another word for it.
But we found it. What a find. No wonder this is hard work. Now, what you were saying, Pete, was the received wisdom is to park.
Well, that's England, but
That's England. So we're on this.
The smart man, he parks in England and walks across the railway bridge, which we're stood on. But
we'll find out what the name of that place over there is. But park there and walk over. I would suggest if you come here, don't try to drive down
we
the lane.
took the commando route, not advised.
Oh, we don't know if we're going to get out yet, so we'll see. The boat. It's a lovely looking place. So. Bloody hell. Edith. I wonder if it's here. It's the warmest place in town. There we go. What have we got for? That job.
You found it beautiful.
I can't imagine. This is going to be fantastic in the summer. We got to come back.
Sat outside there in the summer, I think it'd be just wunderbar.
I don't know what the connection is to Ian Jury. You see the picture behind us, by the way. But,
Well, it fits with our rock theme for today, doesn't it?
Yes, that's good. Yeah, very rock and roll. So I think somebody just brought a print and put it on the wall. But yeah, it's a lovely little pub. It'd be great to have use all the pictures from outside. The view is fantastic. And as you can tell, it's heaving. So
that's why we got the camera close to us, because it's a nice, pleasant hubbub.
It's fantastic. There's a wood burner which isn't lit at the moment, but other than that, it's fantastic. So I'll have a chat with the barman later so we can find out a bit of history.
It used to be quite a lot of famous musicians have been in here because we're not that far from Rockfield Studios.
We've just been to Monmouth now to find out some stories there as well.
If you have a look on, if you pick up a copy of Hell's Ditch by the Pogues,
Okay.
there's some individual photos of the members of the bands, either in the back or in the inlay. You'll see You'll see that bridge in the background.
That's brilliant.
Just down there. Robert Plant used to pop in. He used to own the Argoid up the top
Seriously?
of the hill. Yeah, he used to pop in before my time.
Bloody hell.
In the 80s he lived around here,
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I'd never leave with him.